Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, those of the unspecified gender. So I've been playing Anthem, and I honestly don't think I can finish it. I'm pretty sure that Bioware is screwed. Bioware is completely fucking screwed, because this game is dead. I feel like I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda, a slightly cleaner version of Mass Effect Andromeda. And you can tell with the facial animation, because it looks like the cleaned up version of Mass Effect Andromeda. Luckily, no one's face is fucking tired in this one, but I wanted this game to be good, okay? No one wants a bad game. You expect a bad game when you are dealing with EA. There's nothing... The gameplay is good, okay? Let's start with the positives. Gameplay is good. The flight is awesome. It does something different from its competitors, so it's not like Destiny or The Division, where in The Division you're literally just walking around New York, or wherever the fuck it was set, I can't remember. Just walking around and there's really nothing much going on in the world. Or Destiny, where there is something interesting. The game looks interesting, it looks fun to play, it looks amazing, but there's no verticality and everything is pretty basic. In this game, in Anthem, the gameplay is fun. And it's nice to look at, and that's about the only good things I can say about it, because there's nothing else here that is any good. There's nothing here that's worth playing. The characters don't interest me at all. I don't find any of the characters interesting, especially the fucking side characters. Okay, so while I was playing, you could talk to different characters, talk to different people. You could talk to the random AIs or overhear their conversation. One of the people that I walked past literally said, "Did you do that thing with the thing?" Or, "And that is the problem with Source." What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck? Okay? All I wanted was a good game. Okay, so loading screens galore. Loading screens everywhere. You will spend most of your time loading the game before you play it. I actually sat down and when I was loading the game, I took more time to load than I did to do the mission. When you're doing free play, you have to be with someone, okay? So you can't do if you want to play alone, you can't do it alone. You're not allowed. For some reason, they have the public settings and the private settings. You can't play free play on private. So why did they give you the option? What was the point? Why give the option if you aren't allowed the option? There are certain things that you can do alone, but if you just want to explore the world without having to worry about other people just annoying you, or you just want to play alone, you can't do that. Alright? Someone has to be in the world with you, for whatever reason. The hub area is boring. Nothing goes on there. It's dead. Destiny's hub area is better. Both their hub areas are better. Destiny 1 and Destiny 2's the farm. There's more going in the farm. You could play football. You could play football. I don't even like football, and I would play football in Destiny. There's something in the hub world that is interesting, silly, and fun for you to do with other people. Oh, fuck. In Anthem, there's nothing. It's bland. And this is the hub world. Here you go. Go do a thing. Go do a mission. That is it. The enemies are bland as shit. They are bland as shit. You got the oh god, what are they called? The Dominion, who are basically just Nazis in armor suits. The armor Nazis over there who are against what you guys are doing because reasons. You got the Scars over there who are essentially just bug people, and you got some scavengers. Oh, and the endemic life, and that's running around and just doing its lively thing. To be fair, you also do have giants and stuff that you've already seen in other gameplay. But again, there's nothing really unique about this. It's basically all these enemies are humanoid, 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 humanoid. Random animal. Slightly bigger humanoid. Alright, in Mass Effect Andromeda, for example, you basically had the same thing. But there was more variety, mainly because you were going to other planets. There was something more. With Destiny, you have these four-armed creatures, okay? I forgot the name of the enemies in Destiny. I haven't played it in a long time. But the fact is, they all felt different. All the enemies had a different feeling. You had to approach them in a different way. The Cabal, for example, you couldn't approach them in the same way that you did the Hive. Alright? Because they acted differently. The enemies don't act differently in Anthem. I'm just walking through as Iron Man, shooting everyone in the face. I'm not interested. I'm not bothered because no one feels like a threat to me. Also, armor. You don't change your armor, okay? I've been playing for, I think, 2 days straight now. And the only time I've ever changed my armor or got another armor set was when I started the game and got the Legion of Dawn. There's no variety. There's nothing here. What was the point? You're giving us the Javelin. The biggest change you get out of the Javelin is when you change Javelins. When you're like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to be a different Javelin. Because I am bored of looking the exact same and having 3 choices of different armor set. And don't get me started on the guns, because I didn't bother to change my gun. I didn't bother until there started to be a significant damage change. Because they don't look any different, none of them do anything cool, they're all just bland guns. Destiny has Legendary, has exotics. The exotics look unique. No gun in this game that I have found or interacted with looks different. None of them. Outside of the Legions of Dawn's own special one. I'm sorry. Why did you bother? No, sorry, you didn't bother. Of course you didn't. You're EA and Bioware. I'm expecting so much better from Bioware, okay? They made Mass Effect 1 and 2. They're responsible for Dragon Age. What happened? Like I said, the graphics are great. And I'm sorry, that's all I have. The graphics and the gunplay are fun. You won't care about the story. I don't care about the story. Okay, there are times where it sounds interesting, but also just sounds like when you get into the game, they kind of just dump you in. There's no real explanation. There's no real clarification. As you get through, you start to clarify some things up. You know what the catalyst is, the heart of rage, the cataclysm, all that shit. It all sounds interesting. It all sounds and looks cool, but none of it is really there. If you get what I mean. I don't really know how to explain this. Okay, it's just Anthem isn't a good game, and Bioware is definitely going to suffer for this. They might even end up just being axed completely by EA. This may very well be Bioware's last game. And that is deeply disheartening. Because that would mean this is what they go out on. Instead of a big bang, it's just a sad whimper. I'm trying to think of anything that is genuinely positive. And I can't think of anything because even the missions don't feel intense. Especially because you're not allowed to go it alone. The game doesn't seem to give you that option. I don't know if I just didn't change it on the actual expeditions, the actual missions where you can do it, but I didn't bother with that. So I feel like I'm flying around with a bunch of different Iron Mans, coming across something that needs doing, killing everyone in the room, saving someone, and then just leaving. I don't care. There was no point in the character customization. There was no point. It was kind of evident because you never see your character's face. It's just most you'll see is his arm sometimes waves about. It's like ooh, ooh. Remember, I'm Asian. I'm black. I'm white. Remember what you made me look like. And you're like, oh yeah. I remember I did that at the beginning of the game. I don't really care because there's no uniqueness to this character. You're just a bland mouthpiece. I don't understand why they even bothered to make this game, especially when it is essentially just a smaller version of Mass Effect. That's all it is. It's Mass Effect, but smaller. I do feel like Iron Man in Mass Effect right now. That's all I feel like. I do want to stress, I still haven't finished this game because I'm genuinely struggling to get through it. It's not difficult. The loading screens are just sucking the life out of me. I just keep turning it off and on because I'm getting bored of sitting there and sitting there for 5 minutes on my phone and then playing 4 minutes of gameplay. I honestly don't understand what the point is. If you guys have played Anthem and you have different opinions than me, I gladly talk about it in the comment section down below. But from what I've seen, this is definitely the end of Bioware. EA needs to get its head out of his ass and do something properly. The map is... it looks nice, but once you've seen one place, you've seen it all, right? It's either jungle or ruin. Not much else. That's what you're dealing with. Jungle or ruin. Maybe some caves, and sometimes you might have to go underwater to, cool your suit down to deal with the overheating. So you'll fly for about 30 seconds, go in the water, come back out, check out a cave, deal with a load screen, then leave. Rinse and repeat. Maybe you have to stand in a green circle and shoot some things. There, I've described Anthem to you. If that sounds fun to you, go ahead, play it. The gameplay is fun. As I've said. That's all that's fun, because there's nothing else here. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of my money. Shouldn't have brought it. This is kind of an impromptu video. I just need to get that off my chest while I finish this fucking game. Why is there no good games? You're gonna release your biggest game, the game that will probably save or destroy your company. I'm talking about Bioware here. You release it really early in the year just to make sure there's no major competition around. And you fucked it. You fucked it hard. You screwed the pooch, Bioware. Oh, actually, there's one more thing. I am convinced that the main reason why we don't seem to have any customization for the Javelin, obviously there is customization, you can change the colors, but I mean, why there isn't other random suits that you pick up during gameplay. See, you don't actually pick up these items. You'll find items, but you won't pick up armor sets or anything like that. There's no unique armors laying about. None of that. It's just the guns. All the guns look the same, so there's no point there. Doesn't matter what tier you get, you won't get a unique looking gun. There won't be anything that, I don't know, that looks like it's pulsing or anything like that. It will look like a gun. That's what you will be using. That's what you will get. You will get a gun. It won't look cool. It won't do anything cool. It will just shoot, and that's it. I think the main reason we don't have armor sets is because EA, when I went to the microtransaction store in the last video, you saw that. If you saw that, there'll be a link to it down below in the description. I saw one set of armor, if I'm remembering correctly. There was one set of armor there. I'm convinced that they are going to trickle it down through the microtransactions. So you actually have to pay for unique armor sets or different armor sets so you can look different. Because I haven't found a single one in the game. And I don't understand how on earth you can make a game like that. Especially a game like this that is online, that requires you to play with other people, so you want to look different. That's what they're exploiting here, the fact that people want to look different. So they're going, oh, you can look different, but you have to pay for it. Please pay for it. You can look unique, don't worry, don't worry. Right now you have 2 choices. Okay, so I have 2 choices at the beginning of the game. Do I get to earn more choices? No. Give us your money. But I spent 70. Give me your money, please. Okay, give me. Okay, I'll give you my money. You know what? You know what else I'll give you? All I want is a good game. How many times do I have to say this? Every video I made like this, every single one of these, I've had to say the same thing. All I want is a good game, not a game designed to make you butt tons of money first and then be quality later. No, make quality now, then you will get the money. It's not that hard. Idiots. I'd genuinely rather play Destiny. And I hated, well, okay, I didn't hate Destiny. I was deeply disappointed with Destiny, and Destiny is better. The only thing that Destiny is missing to be super superior to everything Anthem is, give me the power to fly. That's it. You're done. It's more interesting just going onto a random planet. In Destiny, I can go, oh, so I went to Mars yesterday. Destiny, yeah. What do you do on Anthem? I flew around in the jungle and shot some wildlife. I was basically a poacher with Iron Man armor. You know, it was Tuesday. You went to Mars. I shot some animals in the jungle. In the jungle. Quality. Real quality, guys. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, something comes about from Anthem. I don't want Bioware to shut down. I want Bioware to release more games, and I want Bioware to be able to get rid of EA, because EA just sucks the life out of them. It's genuinely just heartbreaking at this point, because Bioware is a good company. EA used to be. Well, they had good moments. That's where we'll leave it. But they had good moments. It was called FIFA Street and SSX, and then they killed those. So nothing good has come out since. Either way, if you have any, as I said already, if you have any thoughts, just, you know, put it in the comments. Happily have that discussion with you. If you want more videos like this, please let me know. These more natural videos, I guess you could say. I will see you guys in the next video. I haven't decided what that is yet. Probably another Anthem rant, or my actual full, complete look at the game, everything broken down, properly instead of me just shouting at the camera for 20 minutes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright? Be good. Bye, guys.